is there somebody who kind of caught your eye when you're in school and said, this person should be better known?
Well, for me growing up, you know, my heroes were my grandmother and my grandfather, because they raised their 9 kids and then took my mom's 3. And then when my grandfather passed, I was 8 years old, my grandmother took that responsibility. So as a single woman, after raising your 9 kids and then taking my mom's 3 and raising them to adulthood, to see how hard she worked to give us whatever she could to make sure we had, and to make sure that we were fed and had a roof over our head and had clothes on our back. That, you know, look, I commend everybody, the Rosa Parks and the Dr. Kings, and for what they've done. But my hero was in my home, and that was the person that I wanted, that I looked up to. That was the person that I wanted to please the most. My brother was another one, because he was the dominating male figure. Although he was my brother, he was 3 years older than I was. That was the dominating male figure, the voice that I heard since I was 8 years old. And so for me, to make those, my grandmother, my brother, to make them happy, to make them proud, that was something that motivated me and that drove me. Obviously I know who Dr. King was. I'm from Georgia. I lived in Atlanta for a quarter century. Rosa Parks and Maynard Jackson, Andrew Young, all those guys. They've been great African Americans to do great things. But for me, my grandmother and my brother are my role models.
In your mind, in your head, what do you still hear your grandmother say is like a favorite phrase or expression she would give you, and it's always a reminder?
You know what?
Yes.
My grandmother was very hardworking. My grandmother was very disciplined. I think I get a lot of my hard work and my discipline. Growing up on a farm, you had chores. They didn't repeat themselves. My grandfather's favorite saying is like, "Boy, I ain't gonna chew this food twice." What he meant, he wasn't gonna repeat himself. I'm telling you, one time, get it done. And so that's where I might get up and go about it. I don't linger out of like, okay, I'll do it later. Something needs to be done, I'm gonna get up and do it and be done with it. And I remember my grandpa used to always say, boy, if you don't take the time to do it right, you ain't gonna find the time to do it over. And so that's why, I always try to do the right thing. If it's a task, I try to do it to the best of my ability, knowing if I don't want to do it to start with, I'm definitely not gonna want to do it over. So for me, everything that my like when I went to college and we didn't have a whole lot, and my grandmother just trying to make sure that she could send me $5 a month to buy me a pair of shoes. All that just drove me to, because I said one day my grandmother's not gonna have to worry about a bill. My grandmother's not gonna have to worry about anything. She's gonna be able to sit back, go fishing whenever she wants, go to church as much as she wants, and just enjoy her life. And I'm glad that my brother and I were able to do that.